Didn't have Snickers at Staples, huh?
No, I don't know why.
And then this is Office Depot. They didn't have Snickers either. There's a real Snickers shortage going on. What'd you get, a granola bar?
Granola bar,
okay.
yeah.
All right, so still one item. Walgreens did have a Snickers bar. This is their receipt. Ralph's, Snickers. This is their receipt. Rite Aid, Snickers. This is their receipt. Coupons for more candy, body wash, Advil, shampoo, Duracell. Start fighting to get shorter receipts. This will be my legacy. When I'm remembered after my death, I want people to say, yeah, that was the guy who gave us tiny little receipts. So the next time you're at the store, I can't do this alone. I'm going to need your help. The next time you're at a store and you get a receipt that is unacceptably long, take a picture of it and send it to me on Twitter. And together we will use these photographs to publicly shame the companies that pump them out. Or I will use them to shame you for the embarrassing things you bought at the store. Either way, I win. Why do we even need... Who's returning things to the supermarket? We don't need any of this stuff. I'm hoping this wins me a Nobel Prize. Or a Guy's Choice Award. Put that away. Thank you. By the way, what happened to all the Snickers and stuff?
In my dressing room.
Oh, okay, very good. This is what Congress should be working on right there. You know, we have a new and now Republican-controlled Congress starting today, the 114th Congress, and they have one fan. Convened today in our nation's capital. How is Congress still a thing? I thought they got canceled after last season. Their ratings were terrible. Congress has an approval rating. It's very, very low. Their approval rating is 15%, and you know you're in trouble when people like you less than they like Jennifer Lopez movies. It's 71 lawmakers in the new Congress are freshmen. Their parents helped them move in over the weekend. They went to the Container Store and said tearful goodbyes. One of the Republicans' first orders of business will be to try to undo President Obama's initiatives on climate change. A lot of Republican members of Congress don't think we need to do anything about climate change because, well, I think because most of them are old and they don't care. The Republican anti-Obama message has been blunted. You know, they're very anti-Obama by the fact that the economy is strong now. Unemployment is down. Gas prices are low. Inflation's low. Interest rates are low. The stock market is high. But on the other hand, the president is still black, and there's always that. This is, what, he's not? He's half. He's half white. Right, Kimmel?
Right.
Thank you. This is good. This comes from yesterday's edition of Judge Judy. I have to believe this is real because I would never question Judge Judy. But there was a woman on the show yesterday with a very guilty-sounding name.
Valerie Plotkin and her daughter Emily claim cat breeder crystal methvin sold them a sick cat.
I guess we should be happy she's only selling sick cat. Meanwhile, big news in Florida. The state ban on same-sex marriage officially ended yesterday. So, at long last, Crockett will finally be able to make an honest man out of Tubbs. Florida is now the 36th state to allow same-sex marriage. It's hard to believe that a state that gave us Gloria Estefan is just now getting around to legalizing this, but it is exciting. Soon Florida will be filled with nothing but old people and gay people, just like an antique shop. We're in California today. This is kind of under the radar, but it's a big deal. We broke ground on construction of a high-speed bullet train. A bullet train that will allow commuters to travel from L.A. to San Francisco in less than 3 hours. But for now, until it's built, we're going to have to settle for flying there in 90 minutes. The train is projected to cost $68 billion and start service in 2029, which means the train will cost $190 billion and start service in 2022. It's all very exciting. They say by the year 2029, California could catch up to Japan in 1996. As I'm sure you're, well, you might not be aware, but on this program, we don't just focus on what's in front of the news. We also pay attention to what goes on behind it. So many thanks go out to the local Fox affiliate in St. Louis and an unwitting police officer for providing us with tonight's edition of Behind the News.
Fox's Anthony Kiko joins us. He's in Herculating right now with more on that story. Anthony?
Good morning, John and Randy. I can tell you that I just learned that about 35 people
are supposed to be working undercover. It's invisibility quote malfunction. The state of Colorado has an important new initiative. They're to educate people about pot. First they legalized it. Now they want to educate people about it, which isn't that what high school is for? Why do you think they call it that? It's high school. Colorado just launched a $5.7 million ad campaign that they say will take a neighborly approach to marijuana education. I think that means if you're making brownies, you can go to your neighbors to borrow a cup of pot if you're out of it. But the new campaign, it's friendly. Instead of telling people not to smoke marijuana, the ads encourage them to use it appropriately, like this one. Public space is not the place, is the message. In the 50s, marijuana PSAs were like, pot will turn you into a cannibal. Now they're saying don't smoke in the park. But I always wonder how this stuff works. They use public money to fund it, but pot and education really aren't a great mix. And to prove it, we sent a camera crew to Venice Beach, which is probably the marijuana mecca of LA, to find out what pot smokers know and what they don't know, and let's see how they did in tonight's pot quiz.
What is your name and where are you from?
Hey, I'm Jesse. I'm from Nevada City, California. Been living down in Guatemala, just on a trip, just coming back from Mexico, enjoying the good vibes here in Venice Beach.
Name 3 Supreme Court justices.
3 Supreme Court justices. I'm sorry, I can't answer that question. I don't know.
Name 3 ways to smoke weed.
3 ways to smoke weed. You got a bong, you got a pipe. Gravity bong is one of my favorites.
Name 2 U.S. senators.
I have no idea.
Name 2 flavors of Doritos.
Salsa Verde and Cool Ranch.
What state is Jerry Brown the governor of?
I have no idea.
What band was Jerry Garcia the lead singer
The
of?
Grateful Dead, man.
Name 3 Supreme Court justices. I don't even know one. Name 3 Xbox games. Madden, Call of Duty, and Dead Rising. What is a prime number?
I'd say 8. That seems pretty prime.
What is Optimus Prime?
Big, truck guy. Transformer.
In what month do we elect a president? That's a good question. The month? Is it always like March? In what month do we celebrate pot? 420? What month is that? That's March. Everything's in March. Yeah, basically. What are Obama's kids' names?
I don't know. I don't even pay any attention to that dude.
What are 2 of the kids on South Park's names?
Kenny and Stan.
Who said give me liberty or give me death?
Give me liberty or give me death. My dad says that sometimes.
Who said dude, where's my car?
I think it was Ashton Kutcher.
What is the 13th Amendment?
I don't know. What, the Constitution?
What is the first rule of Fight Club?
That you don't talk about Fight Club.
Name 2 branches of the U.S. government.
The Federal Reserve and the House of Legislators.
Name 2 strains of weed.
OG Kush and Blueberry Yum Yum.
Name 3 Renaissance painters.
Renaissance painters? Yeah, I don't have an answer to that question.
Name 3 Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo.
Tonight on the show, Chef Jamie Oliver is here from Marvel's Agent Carter. Haley Atwell's here. We'll be right back with Matt LeBlanc. Marvel's Agent Carter premiered tonight. Carter herself, Haley Atwell, is here with us. And then a food revolutionary who makes a heck of a bowl of spaghetti, too. This is his latest. It's called Comfort Food, the Ultimate Weekend Cookbook. Chef Jamie Oliver is here with us. Tomorrow night on the show, Bill Maher, Nick Kroll, and music from the Lone Bellow. And on Thursday, Joaquin Phoenix, Larry Wilmore, and music from Frankie Ballard. And this is something fun. On Monday night on ESPN, the first ever college football playoff national championship game, Guillermo Cousin Sal and I will be there. And the reason we'll be there is for this. Signs like this one that says Gary Patterson wears a thong. This is about the coach of TCU and his undergarment of choice. This is another one about Gary. Gary Patterson gives out apples on Halloween. And one more, Fatty Patty sits to pee. So, again, about Gary, how they know that I have no idea. These should not be about Gary. On Monday, during halftime, we will pick the champion sign from the championship game. So if you're a Ducks or Buckeyes fan, you're going to Texas, I cordially invite you to compete to become part, you could be Lord of the Poster Board, as we're titling it. Make a great sign, bring it to the game, add the hashtag LOTPB, hold it up so we can spot it, and I will then bestow the winner with the first ever Golden Sharpie Award. Again, the hashtag LOTPB, Lord of the Poster Board. Will it be you? Probably not. But why not give it a try? Our first guest tonight is a Golden Globe winning and 6-time Emmy-nominated actor with a very funny show that returns for a 4th season this Sunday night on Showtime. It's called Episodes. Please welcome Matt LeBlanc. Having the timing just right. How are you? I'm good. Life life is good?
Life is good.
The holidays were good?
Holidays were good.
You do anything fun?
Good holidays.
Thank you very much.
What did I do?
I guess they were fun.
Frank and all. Yeah, I had family in town.
Are you a guy that goes like out on New Year's Eve and really lives it up?
No.
You do not.
I fell asleep at 10:30.
Oh, you did?
My 10-year-old daughter and my mother high on apple juice till 1.
Oh, they stayed up.
They partied all night.
Your daughter's 10 years old.
10, yeah.
That's a good age, right? She still likes you at that age?
Ish.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, she's it's fun. 10 is fun. I think she's starting to like wear high heels and stuff now.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's kids are funny, man.
Your
always
mom
something.
is your mom is just there for the holidays, or she's
Yeah, she comes out for the holidays.
Does your mother still bring you Christmas presents?
Yeah,
She does.
yeah. You gotta put something under the tree. You can't show up to Christmas empty-handed.
It's a weird thing, though. At a certain point, you wonder, like, my mother still gets me an Easter basket, by the way. So
That's nice.
And when my teeth start coming out, there will be money under my pillow.
Awesome.
That's how ridiculous it is. But at a certain point, it's kind of weird. Like, my mom got me some shirts this year, and it's like, oh, all right. Thanks, Mom.
Like socks and underwear and the stocking by the fireplace. Like, oh, great.
It's like, I'm supplying my own undergarments now, but thank you.
Yeah, these are not. I don't roll with these kind.
What did your mother get you for Christmas this year?
I think she got me. What did she get me? She got me an electric fly swatter. You ever see those?
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
You hold the button and boy, it zaps the crap out of them. Exploding flies.
They go. There's like a little bit of an explosion.
I put it down. I don't like it.
There's another one now that is you load salt into it and you can fire it at the flies.
Wow. 12 gauge is good too.
I'm gonna call your mother. Maybe she'll put that in your stocking next year. When you were a kid, what was the best gift that you ever got?
It's funny. I used to do this thing when I was little. Like my mother would get the Christmas presents and hide them in her closet, thinking I would never look there. So one year she got me this. It was probably that long. It was an aircraft carrier, and you had little planes and had rubber band launchers and all this. So I snuck in there and it was wrapped with the Christmas, wrapping paper. And I peeled the tape off really carefully, opened it up, took it out of the box, assembled it, played with it for like an hour, then took it back apart, put it back in there. Same paper, same tape, same everything, and then on Christmas morning, acted surprised. Yeah.
That must be where you. That's where you realized.
Yeah. It was funny too, because
you had acting in you.
Maybe, I don't know. So Christmas morning, I take it out. Oh, this is great, just what I wanted. I put it together in like 2 seconds. She goes, wow, you put that together awfully fast. I go, oh, well, yeah, the instructions pretty easy.
I'm a genius, Mom. You've always told me that.
Yeah.
At that age, did you know you wanted to be an actor?
No, I was. I think I was. Everyone in my family goes to work with some kind of tool in their hand. So I think I was going to be a carpenter.
A carpenter?
Yeah, my high school. I went to a tech voc high school, and I was a carpentry major.
Oh, you did? We called it a vo-tech, and it was all the bad kids that went to the vo-tech.
Yeah.
Were you bad?
I guess so.
In Las Vegas, where I grew up, vo-tech was it was one step towards juvenile hall. It was on your way to prison, you stop and learn a trade at vo-tech.
Lock us in here, huh?
So you were in the shop class there?
Yeah.
Oh, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, we had a pretty good budget, I guess. The public school budgets used to be great, so we had all kinds of super machines. It was good, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you build?
My senior year, my project was, other kids were building cuckoo clocks and, like a shelf thing, whatever. I made a complete kitchen and installed it in the house.
For real?
Yeah, we milled the wood. It had rough sawn wood, milled it all down with an island and cabinets and everything. And
whose house did this go in?
I don't know, some lady. She was pretty stoked. So the teacher and I assembled it, and then the money all went back into the budget.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then he had a new car a week later.
Matt LeBlanc is here. His show is called Episodes. It comes back Sunday on Showtime. We'll be right back.
I'm afraid it's not good.
No?
Larry killed himself last night.
Holy
I know, it's unbelievable. Arlene called me this morning.
Evidently, he hanged himself in his garage.
Oh, my God.
Heartbreaking.
That is Matt LeBlanc in Episodes. Season premiere on Sunday on Showtime. That's a very funny thing.
Model citizen, I am.
So, for those who have not seen the show, you're playing Matt LeBlanc. Not really you, but kind of you.
Yeah, hopefully much more interesting version of me. It's the show about making a show in Hollywood, and it's this English couple that have a hit show in the UK, and their show gets bought by an American network, so they want to revamp it and redo the show for an American audience, and they're forced to hire me to play what was once the headmaster of a elite boys' school is now I play the coach of the hockey team.
Right, yeah. The show is called Pucks. Everything gets perverted in an very American television way.
Right, and it's all about the funny, but you know, it's relatable. It's not too inside, I don't think. You know,
No, not at all.
everyone can relate to like a mean boss or the the weirdo at work or like money woes or whatever kind of problems we deal with. They just happen to be inside this insane asylum.
And plus, if there's anything we know about, it's bad television shows as Americans, right? I mean, and watching them make this bad television show, and everybody... I mean, if there's one thing we've studied, it's that.
Yeah.
And so now, when you're playing yourself, do the writers pitch you stories about you, or do you tell them things they might want to?
You know, it's like kind of mostly it's they come up with stuff and it's hilarious. I love it. They're so smart. Jeffrey Clark and David Crane, really, really smart guys. There's no staff. It's just two guys, right?
Oh, it's just two guys writing the whole thing. I didn't even realize that.
They write them all in advance, so it's like kind of like a nice advantage for me to see the whole season before we start, instead of like staying right ahead of the writers. So you get each script. It's kind of still wet.
So last season, when they write some episodes about you being overweight, how does that work? Do you gain weight for the role? Have you gained weight and they go, hey, maybe we can use that? Or
yeah, they were like, wow, you're fat. Let's write that in.
Really?
No way of hiding that.
So you must have a good relationship with them.
Yeah, they're great. You know, I've known them for 20 years or so.
So abuse is accepted, yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. And then it's, in the beginning I was like, oh, I don't know, that's a little risky. I don't know if I want to show that or say that about myself. Now it's come full circle. I pitch things and they're like, you can't, no, you're not doing that. You do that? And they're like, yeah, I do. No. God, go to church. Get out of here.
Well, it's very good to see. The show is very funny. If you haven't seen it, maybe even started at the beginning. It's called Episodes. It airs Sunday nights at 10:30 on Showtime. Matt LeBlanc, everybody. We'll be right back with Haley Atwell. Our next guest is a comic book heroine who prefers a trench coat to a cape. You know her from the Captain America movies, and now her very own TV show, Marvel's Agent Carter, premiered earlier tonight here on ABC. Please say hello to Haley Atwell. There was a possibility. I watched the show today that you might beat me senseless.
I may have kicked you in the balls. Because I've done that to so many stuntmen. At first day of rehearsral, they all got it in the balls, the poor guys.
Did you do that to establish your dominance over the stuntmen?
Maybe instinctively, but I just think I'm really clumsy. I've had to apologise to a lot of members of the crew. I mean, I've whacked a guy on the back with a lead pipe. I've thrown a chair at the assistant director. I'm not a diva. I'm not like being difficult.
It's part of the thing. Yeah.
It's part of the persona.
The show is really good. I
like
enjoyed
it?
it. Yeah, and the action scenes are. Sometimes when you see a superhero, a female superhero, you go, oh, come on, but you look like you're really giving it to them.
Thank you. I played rugby at school, so I'm not afraid of a bit of aggression.
I see. How many are you familiar with our United States? Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, yes, Jimmy, I am familiar because I'm half American and my family are from Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Yeah. Go Chiefs, go Royals.
Yeah,
I know what moonshine is, for
example.
example.
Oh, you do? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Is it your mom's or dad's side?
Dad. My lovely daddy, yes.
He's from Kansas City.
He's from Kansas City, Missouri.
What did he do there?
Well, he's had quite an interesting life. One of his main interests is kind of Native American Indian folklore. And when I was 17, he took me to a sweat lodge. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, you sit there and sweat, right?
Yes. You have to ask rocks if they want to come and be part of the ceremony. So you go out into
What do they say?
Well, they're like, they've got their different personalities. Some are really willing, some are like, no, I'm fine where I am, thanks. But you have to ask them, and so I'd be like, do you want to come and hang out with us in a pit? Yeah, and then if they say yes, if the rocks say yes, then you have to sprinkle a little bit of blessed tobacco where you picked it up from as a way of thanking them. And then you take them into this pit, and then they're heated, and water's poured onto this pit, and it creates this billowing smoke effect, and it's like a sauna. And it's really, really hot.
Now, who's in this thing?
Oh, it could be 30 or 40 grown human beings.
Really?
Yes. And I was 17 at the time. By the way, everyone's naked. And apart from me, I was 17. And when we started the chants, the leader just said, if you want to pee, just pee. So I spent the whole time just going, please don't pee on me. Please don't pee on me. That was my chant.
Did people pee during the
I
thing?
don't know. It was so hot and sweaty in there. They could have.
Oh
I have
my
no
God.
idea.
This is horrible.
I've
What
had
a terrible
difficult-
hobby your father
It
has.
was a horrible childhood. It was, yeah, for me.
My dad just watched football, so I guess I consider myself lucky.
Yeah, you're very
Now, is your
lucky.
dad who is into this sort of thing? Is he interested in like movies and show business?
Yes, he is. Well, he's come on set. I've got a fabulous picture of him wearing my Peggy Carter wig.
Oh.
But I remember the first time I took him to a premiere. It was a Woody Allen film. I was 8 months out of drama school, and I'd been cast as in a Woody Allen film as the
Wow.
lead.
Wow.
And we're on the red carpet, and all of a sudden, my dad just completely disappeared, and he'd gone down the red carpet line talking to a paparazzi. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And then he ran up to Woody Allen, and he introduced himself, and he was, "Give me your hand a minute." So he started like this, and he was going, "Nice to meet you, Woody." And oh, I see. And then he starts massaging him. And
no.
the next thing he knows, he's on Woody Allen's shoulders, and Woody Allen is just going, "Oh God, oh God." And I mean, he lost about a foot in height. And you can imagine that, because he was just very scared.
He's one of the most uncomfortable men in the world.
Yes.
And your father managed to make him more uncomfortable.
Yes. My dad is one of the most comfortable men in the world, so
I
he's
see.
very, very happy to.
Have you heard from Woody since that day?
No.
Well, that's a big thanks, Dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your television show, Marvels, everything's Marvels, when they're from Marvel,
Marvelous.
is getting very good reviews. Your character is not a superhero, but a secret agent.
Yes.
Set in what year is it?
It's 1946, so it's after the Second World War, and it's after the first Captain America, the first Avenger film. So it's when that kind of finishes, this takes off. And it explores her life in New York as working as a double agent and the adventures that she goes on, and kind of the psychological and emotional cost to grieving Steve. And
Steve being Captain America.
Being Captain America,
Yes,
exactly.
We learned earlier that there aren't many nerds here in the audience, so we have to.
I
We
don't
may have to
believe
translate
that.
here
Really?
tonight. Yeah. So Steve Rogers is dead in this.
Supposedly.
Supposedly dead.
That's what Peggy thinks.
Yes.
So she's having to quietly move on. So she's quite lonely, she's quite frustrated, she's quite bored with her job. And Howard Stark in the first episode turns up and puts her on a secret mission that changes her life.
It looks great. The look is so. It does look like a comic book, really.
Yes, it's a very elegant time. The men and the women looks extraordinary. Yeah.
They really did. Is that fun for you dressing up like that? Is that kind of why you wanted to be an actor?
Yeah, yes. I mean, partly. The only thing
It's a
is...
pain in the ass, is what you're
It's a
telling
pain in
me.
the ass.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing stockings, Spanx, a mic pack, and a harness underneath a very tight-fitting skirt. And I had to go and get my passport renewed at the DMV, and we didn't have any time, so I went in my lunch break as Peggy Carter. And went in there, and it was like this kind of cryptic mission to try and get me in there. I don't know if it's legal that my passport picture is actually me as Peggy Carter. It was a very bizarre
Got a
bit.
secret
but-
agent on your passport. That's
It's out
kind of-
now.
Yes,
But,
they had Spanx in the 40s? I had no idea.
yes, there's a lot of secrets.
Now, you tweeted something on Sunday. You said you announced that you were going to do something here on the show.
Yeah.
And let me read the tweet, because I have it written down here. You said, on Tuesday on the show, I'm going to attempt my own form of ventriloquism. It's my contribution to humanity. You are a ventriloquist?
It's something like that. It was passed down to the generations of the Atwell family.
I see.
And it's kind of our little party piece. But I thought I would do it for you.
Well, that would be wonderful.
I've done it on television in the UK, so forgive me if you've seen this before and are bored by it. But
Okay,
it entertains me, so I'll do it again.
Well, let's... I mean, how can you not be entertained by ventriloquism?
Oh, here we go. Okay, you ready?
Yes. That's it? Have you visited Branson, Missouri? We might be able to get your name on the theater there.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, congratulations on the show. Thank you for being here. Jamie Admiral, watch Marvel's Agent Carter Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock here at ABC. We'll be right back with Chef Jamie Oliver. Welcome back. This man standing beside me is one of the most influential chefs in the world. He invented apple pie. Did you know that? That's right. This is his new book. It's called Comfort Food, the Ultimate Weekend Cookbook. Please welcome Jamie Oliver. Hello, Jamie. Jamie,
Thank you.
how many cookbooks have you written?
That is my 15th cookbook.
I think I have 12 of them at my house. I have a lot of your cookbooks.
I need to work harder. Where are the other 3?
Well, you know what? I got this one now. This is a good one, too. I went through it today.
Comfort food. What do
And
you
it made
think?
me very, very hungry, I have to say. How do you decide what is in, because there's comfort foods from all over the world.
Yes.
How do you quantify what gets in there?
Comfort food to us is like a big edible hug, right? It's the food that makes life worth living. It's about memories, childhood, nan, granddad, mum, dad, the first time you tried something. So for me, about 60% of this book sort of just came from the heart. And then I'm like, well, I want to keep it, you know, there's a big old world out there. So I threw it out onto Instagram, and we had literally like 20, 30,000 comments on their favourite comfort food, what country they came from. So I kind of looked into the most popular ones, and we started researching and cooking up dishes from all over Asia, Egypt, you name it. And so it's a kind of international comfort food book, I guess, because I think people like all that stuff.
Yeah, well, of course. Who wouldn't like to be comforted with food? I mean, it's one of the most comforting things there is.
That's what it's all about.
Now, what are we going to make today?
We are
Because it
going to
smells
do
great.
British meatballs.
British meatballs.
And of course, when you make them, you can call them American meatballs.
That's right. Although I will say, we came to this land to get away from British meatballs. That is a big reason why
Yeah,
we escaped.
I know, and then you kicked us out, and now we're back. so guys, it's really about what makes the perfect meatball, okay?
What does make the perfect
Well,
meatball?
two things to start off with.
Meat's one of them, for sure, right?
Definitely. But actually, onions, you know, 2 onions finely chopped. If you have a look in here, you know, I've sweated it off for 10 minutes with a good old shake of Worcestershire sauce and rosemary, okay? Once it's cooled down, then we're going to mix in the meat. Now, we've got a pound of beautiful free-range pork and some lovely chuck steak, okay? So a pound of each go in. Would you mind, or would you like me?
Yeah, sure. What do you want me to
Give
do?
it a nice little mix-up, my darling.
Okay, with my hands, I assume?
No, definitely. Get in your hands, because
Okay.
actually, when you use your hands, of course, they're very clean, as you would well expect.
I
from Mr.
purelled
Kimmel.
right before this, so there'll be a little hint of that in the meatballs. And the hands are good. Well, you can't do
what
it.
it does, it kind of gets the flavours, it really mixes up the meat so it kind of sticks together, okay?
What if
And-
I sneeze into it? Will that help?
Yeah, it will probably give a little extra flavour, but don't worry, in the cooking it will kill all the bacteria.
This is breadcrumb?
So a handful of breadcrumbs.
Panko breadcrumbs?
That will soak up the... No, just regular breadcrumbs.
Oh, all right.
And, you know, that will soak up the juice. It doesn't have to be posh pancos. So once you've done that, you can take your hands out now, darling. There's some soapy water.
What if I
underneath.
don't want to?
Well, you don't have to.
Okay, all right.
Here's some we made earlier. I have some nice balls here. That's the drinking water, but yeah, it's more interesting.
Oh, sorry. Woo! Let me just get that off there. Yeah, all right, good.
So if you take one of my balls and just place that in your hand. That's such a day.
Well, it's a
I'm going to
cough.
get your finger, please.
Congratulations.
Can you please stick your finger into my ball?
Yes.
And then we got a little surprise in the middle, a little piece of cheddar. Just a little centimetre goes into the middle. Okay, it's not quite
This
that
is
funny.
getting filthier and filthier as it goes on.
Now, when you practice, and I want you to love the ball, I want you to nurture the ball, I want you to kind of hug the ball and just let it become a beautiful thing like it is in your own hands.
So get that thing in the middle of the ball.
Absolutely. So as that cooks, that'll be a nice little surprise in the middle, and we like that. And this is what you do. You take the time. Comfort food is about not rushing. Yes, we want some fast food, quick dishes, but sometimes, for me at the weekend, take your time, love it, hook up with a friend, and just love
Yeah, play with each other's balls.
Yeah. It's what makes the world go round. So these go in the oven for about 15 minutes, nice hot oven.
Okay.
And then we make a gravy. So in the pan here, we have the gravy, 1 onion, and just kind of a handful of minced meat, okay, minced beef.
So this is not going to be Italian. In Brooklyn, we call a red sauce gravy.
Yeah,
But this is a real gravy.
This is kind of, you know, I'd say this is more American style. This is the kind of stuff that I was seeing when I was doing a bit of cooking in West Virginia. I like it. In Louisiana as well. I saw a few gravies started like this. I like it. Once the meat gets brown and the onions go soft, there's a kind of little sort of British flavour thing going on. We've got some nice red currant jam or black currant jam, a little sweet. We've got some mustard.
Nice.
A little vinegar will come, and then a beer. So you've got a choice here.
Oh, wow.
An old English beer or a good American beer. What do you want?
Let's go with the English beer.
Okay,
You
so-
are English, yeah.
Absolutely.
And you, when you were in West Virginia, you were trying to get people to eat healthier.
Yeah, well, do you know what?
And
Everyone...
this is what happened. We turned you into a meatball eater.
With anyone from West Virginia, Huntington, lots of love, guys. They've done amazing since the first season of Food Revolution.
You were trying to get better food in the schools here in California, and now
Absolutely.
you're working on better water here in
Well,
California.
tonight, actually, I go to Sacramento, I go to the Capitol, and last year I went and saw the governor and the speaker and a bunch of the representatives, and we informed them that nearly half of Californian kids don't have clean, safe water in schools. So for me, as a foreigner, you know, it looks, actually, the water coming out, some of it looks worse than that.
Yeah, wow. Wow, I didn't know that.
How can you